Good morning, folks. So, super early. Well, I mean, it's not that early. Well, it depends. It depends on where the perspective you're coming from, I suppose. Anyway, I think it's about 8 o'clock-ish. Hang on. Actually, let's check the watch. Oh, it's 10 to 8 now. I've already been to the shop, had my coffee, blah, blah, blah. I decided to come down here and to my one of my favourite spots to do vlogs in, obviously right next to the old Westminster Palace, as it's also known, in other words, Parliament. And as you can see down there, it's media circus time. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember if it was like this last year. I'm positive, but I can't remember if it's the same time of year last year that it was like this. Probably, possibly. I must admit, usually it's to do with some sort of like election thing, or sometimes it's to do with particular world event. Sometimes it all depends, I guess, but I'm not sure exactly. I mean, because I'm almost certain this was. We had this last year, and I don't know if it was the same time of year. I'm trying to think what the heck, why, because it obviously, as you guys know, well, I say as you guys know, as most of you, I guess, would know, this place, although it does have the media here at times, but it's usually not like this, with all, like an encampment, like, it's usually just like the odd, film crew just interviewing a politician or whatever, blah, blah, blah. This usually means that there's some sort of significant event going on, and for the life of me in the political sphere, I can't think what particularly is going on, essentially, in the political world that would, I say justify that. I can't find the right description right now, but what would constitute them having to do this? So it's not like state opening of Parliament or anything like that, because I mean, obviously that happens usually after a general election, usually around about November time, generally, I think. Might be wrong on that, but I think it's usually in November. So otherwise, I must admit, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what's happening with the Brexit thing at the moment. I mean, from what last I sort of checked it, we're still in a flipping mess about it, apparently. And, yeah, Parliament can't agree on a deal. So the whole thing's a complete mess, apparently, from what I'm reading online and stuff. So, I don't think it's anything. Well, then again, it might be. I don't know, to be quite honest. But then again, looking at the state of the grass, maybe this, whatever this was, has been and gone and happened, perhaps. Because there's no, mind you, it's really early in the morning and it's freezing cold. But yeah, I don't think this has just been set up. And looking at, like I said, just looking at the grass, the state of it, it's possible that it's already been and gone. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, obviously, media circus time. Talk radio. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, super duper early. Super duper early. I don't know. Obviously, I've got a couple of hours, more or less, before I start. Work's not too far away. Probably about a 30-minute walk, thereabouts. So, I don't know. Maybe you're going to have a wander somewhere else. I guess, again, as always, see where my feet take me, really, basically. Right. Okay, folks, here comes the wind. Thank you, wind. Yay. Parliament. There's a piece of footage that I did here. It's got to be at least, I'm going to suggest, about 3, maybe 4 years ago. Might be longer than that, I'm not sure. I've never posted it. I'll show you in a second where I was actually sat. Oh, great. See the wind. Is it howling on there, folks? Can you hear it howling and distorting my voice? And do you know what I mean? Is that what it's doing right now? Because I have no idea. Because sometimes when it feels strong enough and you think, oh, that must be sounding like a gale on there, and then I play it back and lo and behold, you can't hear anything, or very little. But yeah, I've sat on that bench over there. You see that bench over there? I don't know if you can see it or not, but let's see if you can see it. Let's just zoom in on it a second. Right, you see that bench over there? Well, that's where I was sat when I did this particular vlog that I never posted, like I said. Mainly, or partly, because I was asking you guys whether you want me to do a little bit more of a political stuff, and then whether to put it on my re-engaged channel or my main channel. I couldn't make my mind up, to be quite honest. I really couldn't. In fact, you can see it better from this angle, can't you? Why am I? What's the? Yeah, so I was sat on that bench over there, and it was a summer's day, so it was summertime, and I don't know, it's about 14 minutes long, something like that, I think, but I can't swear to that exactly. And I was just, like I said, I was just asking you guys, do you want me to do some sort of like political sort of material, as it were, sort of thing, you know, talk about, you know, touch on political issues and stuff like that, and maybe get a debate going and stuff like that, and then I was trying to decide which channel to put it on. Do I put it on my main channel? Do I put it on my re-engaged channel? Because I've not put anything on that channel for yonks. I very rarely use it, and I've got actually 3 channels actually. One that I've, in fact, thinking about it, I don't think I've even. Wait, hang on. Well, there's definitely no videos on it. I'm positive there's no videos on it, and I forget what the 3rd channel was supposed to be for now. I can't even remember off the top of my head. It's been so long. But I definitely set up a 3rd channel, but I've never posted anything to it. And to be quite honest, I've kind of lost track of it, to be quite honest. I don't even know if it's still there, to be quite honest. I'm not even sure how to find it now, because I can't even remember what I called it. Yeah, I mean, obviously my re-engaged channel, which has got videos on it, and it's got subscribers, not very many. I can't remember it again, because I haven't checked it for so long. And I haven't posted anything on it for yonks and all. I mean, a couple of years, I guess. So I don't know. Yeah, so basically at the end of the day, I was thinking, that was my thinking at the time, sorry. And I was thinking, like, do I post it on re-engage, or do I post it to the main channel? And in the end I couldn't make my mind up, so I just left it. It's still on, it's still in my computer, it's still there. I didn't delete it. So anyway, yeah, if you want to sort of leave a comment and say whether you want me to do stuff like that, you know, and I can always put it on the re-engaged stuff, you know what I mean, rather than on the main channel, because the main channel's not supposed to be about that. And I've always said that my channel is not meant to be a controversial, or, you know what I mean, political threats, you know, like I say, religion and politics, you know, they're supposed to kind of stay away from those subjects at the dinner table, although my YouTube channel isn't necessarily a dinner table, but still, you know, there are times and moments when, you know, I'm of that age as well, particularly. They say as you get older, you tend to be a bit more politically minded, sort of thing. Those things tend to, I don't know, make more sense to you, I suppose, or whatever. I don't know. And things I was walking down here, and I can't help it. I mean, obviously, I'll say obviously. You know, the thing is that, like, for me at least, every time I walk down here and walk past Parliament, whichever, whether it's going that way or whether I'm going that way or just past Parliament Square, whatever, I can't help but, you know, my mind turn towards the political sphere, as it were. You know, because that's what it is. It's the seat of government, it's the seat of politics and so forth. And also, at the moment, because it's in the middle of being, you know, renovated and so forth and what have you. And you know, it's always got me, that. It's always got me, because the thing is, like I said, it's a beautiful building, and you know, it's a very historic building, obviously, and you know, it's also a tourist attraction essentially, so that draws in that from that aspect and what have you, sort of thing. But just in and of itself, it's a beautiful building. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you can argue with that necessarily. I mean, well, you could, I suppose, but you know, the thing is that I get why you would want to save it. Do you know what I mean? You know, would you want to turn the Parliament building into a concrete steel glass building? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that necessarily. But, and like I said, it's steeped in history and so forth and blah 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 blah. But my issue has always been that, like, it's the flipping amount of money they're spending on it. Do you know what I mean? From what was it? I can't remember. Watch me quote this wrong now. I think it was something like 3 billion, I think. But chances are that'll go up anyway over time. I'm sure it will. But like 3 billion of public money, by the way, not what's the name, taxpayer money, to restore this building. And all the articles I was reading at the time when it was all first announced and this, that and the other, and you probably remember there's a couple of videos that I did do on this, and like I said, I was saying at the time, you know, save the building and everything, blah blah blah. Yeah, you know, why not? I guess. But it's, you know, why don't they get like their rich friends to chip in? You know what I mean? Why does it have to be completely just taxpayer money? And you think about it, 3 billion, which will probably balloon over time. And that was it. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, I distracted myself slightly. The thing is that they reckoned that if they did it piecemeal, and it looks like they're doing it piecemeal to me, because I think Parliament are still sitting in there, because the first proposal was that Parliament move out and they move to the Queen Elizabeth Centre, which is a conference centre essentially. That was one of the proposals, that they move out into there wholesale, as it were, sort of thing, and then they just do the whole thing in one fell swoop, which they reckon would take about, I think it said about 2 years, maybe 3 years or something, I can't quite remember. And then it'll all be done and it'll cost this amount. But they said that if Parliament don't move out and they do it piecemeal, it will cost well more and take something like, I think, about 10 years or something. At least this, something like that. Anyway, I can't quite remember the numbers now, but you know, the thing is that, as far as I'm aware, Parliament didn't move out, and so as far as I can tell and work out, they are doing it piecemeal. So they're doing little sections each time, and they reckon doing it that way will cost more and take longer. And do you know what I mean? It's just like all that money that, and they say like, oh, we haven't got money for the NHS, we haven't got money for this, we haven't got money for education, whatever, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But you've got money to save this building. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that necessarily it shouldn't be. You know, because like I said, for all the reasons I've stated, it is an historic building and so on and so forth. But it's how it's being financed is the issue that I have. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, there we go. That's me getting political. My hands are freezing right now, folks. I need to get some gloves. Seriously. Oh boy. My hands are really, really cold right now. And I don't just mean cold, they're hurting. Right, okay. I'm going to leave it there for the time being. So that was a flipping lengthy vlog this morning, wasn't it? So I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Now, folks, it's the Nelson Mandela effect. Oh dear, right. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth II Tower is being renovated. That's what it's called, by the way. For those uninitiated, that is not called Big Ben. Big Ben is the bell that rings. That's Big Ben. But the tower is the Queen Elizabeth II Tower. That's what the tower's called. So, just so that you know. So yeah, like I said, it's the bell inside the top of the tower that chimes when you hear the big rings of the bell. That is Big Ben, not the tower itself. It's funny that, because everybody always just, you know, says, oh, that's the Big Ben, look, there's Big Ben. Well, yeah, the bell inside it is. Anyway, oh boy, there's Gandhi, look. Gandhi. Right, who's this one actually? This lady here. One of the, what's the name? Suffragettes maybe? Don't know. Courage calls to courage everywhere. Ooh. So, Millicent Margaret, is that Fawcett? Fawcett. I don't know how you pronounce her name, sorry, the surname anyway. But I'm assuming that she's to do with like the suffragettes. I'm assuming. Being in the, you know, Parliament Square and everything and what have you. But it doesn't specify or stipulate necessarily. That's interesting, what's there now, because like the texture, where they got the texture, look, looks almost like material, doesn't it? It's obviously a bronze. Most of these statues are bronze. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, Shard peeking up over there. Hello, Shard. I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't know if you'll see it in the video or not. Right, okay. So for the time being, I shall catch you guys later. Bye for now. Hi folks. So yeah, finished my shift and be heading home soon. Oh god, no, sorry. Yeah, no, it's just turned 8 o'clock. No, actually, wait a minute. Oh, it's 20 to 8, I think, actually. Yeah, it's actually 20 to 8. So, in the morning, by the way, just to clarify. Now, I've come into that shop where I normally do when I've finished my shift and eat my food, which I haven't done for a while. Not been getting those things, whatever you call them, forgotten what to call them, the meatballs and the spicy chicken thing. I've just not been bothering. More often than not, I'm just grabbing the egg mayo sandwiches, eating them in the staff room, and then just going home. So I've not been in there for a little while. Yeah, I just thought I'll come in here for it. It's so cold out there, you know what I mean? And I was thinking about going in our shop and sitting in our shop, but yeah, I don't know, I just felt weird and uncomfortable for some reason, I don't know. But anyway, so, okay, so just for the time being, I'm going to drink my coffee and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Hi folks, so I'm now sat in my shop, so I didn't get a coffee here though because I've had 2 coffees this morning, so yeah, so I didn't decide to get a third one. Yeah, so it's about 9 o'clock, just gone 9 o'clock, so I just thought I'd just sit in here for a bit because it's really cold out there. It always feels weird sitting in my shop. I don't know why. It just feels weird sitting in my shop. Anyway, so let's say another hour or so, and then I'll start my shift. I would show you around, but you know, could be a bit, not saying people will be a bit funny about being filmed or whatever, so, but there'll be, at some point I'll definitely need to show you how the shop looks now compared to what it looked like before. Yeah, so anyway, just short and sweet little video. Right, for the time being, and I'll leave it there and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Alright folks, so this time I definitely have finished. So I ended up, essentially, I've done, you could almost say I've done another extra hour, essentially. To be perfectly honest with you though, maybe I should have asked her really, but I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get paid for that hour or not. I'm not sure, to be honest, because officially it's supposed to be 10. But, like, obviously as you'll see in the video, you know, I wandered around for a couple of hours, whatever. It's my own fault for being so flipping early. And then, like, gets back to the shop and it's like just gone 9:15 or whatever. And I'm like, you know, I'm bored, and then it's like I'm cold, and like, you know what I mean? So basically I'm standing near the tills, and you know, the sales said, do you want to start now? And I'm like, yeah, might as well. So you know, I've done a really long time. I've almost done 5 hours today, and I'm super tired, super tired. I really am. You know, every time I get to the end of the shift, it's like that's when I start making more mistakes. That's when it starts going a bit pear-shaped for me, because I get so tired, and then it's kind of like the last sort of 45 minutes or so, whatever, it's kind of like, you know, and then I start making more mistakes on the till and stuff. Not like major blunders necessarily, and these days I pick up on them pretty quickly before the customer even, do you know what I mean? So I pick up on the fact that I've put the wrong thing in or whatever, and blah blah blah. So it's not like major drama or anything, it's just silly little mistakes that I'm making, or I'm struggling to find the, even though if it's a product that I've done about 20 times today, you know, I'm still there and I'm like, where is it, I can't find it, you know what I mean, because I'm getting like really tired. But yeah, I'm exhausted right now, I'm seriously exhausted. Oh boy. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna head down the tube now, and I shall catch you guys later. Bye for now.